everyone. I think we're live. The button says we're live, so I think we're live. I just about knocked my computer off my desk twice here trying to get organized to get on here for you guys. A little bit rushed today because I'm just home on my lunch break as I went back to work as a nurse today. So yeah, so that's what's going on with me here today. As you can see in the subject line above, it's Motivation Monday. And if you want to join in on the conversation, just allow the link at StreamYard, the software program that I am in, to see you. You only have to do it once to join in if you've clicked on it already, and then you can join in the conversation with me and I can see who you are. So for those of you who have not met me before, my name is Heather Edmondson and I am coming at you live here today from Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada, Western Canada, and it is almost lunchtime here, and it's a beautiful sunny day, and hopefully the glare from the window isn't too much on my glasses. So let's see what we got going on here. Okay, Motivation Monday, we're going to talk a little bit about some self-care and some other interesting fun facts. Hey there, honey. My hubby just jumped on to say hey. He's making some lunch in the kitchen right now, so hopefully we can have some lunch together. That would be nice. What we want you to think about today, if I'm looking down a bit, I have a few notes to stay on track. So it's not that I'm trying to ignore you or anything. I just want to stay on track here. So self-care, let's do some self-care and let's talk about proper nutrition. It's especially hard right now when we are all, most of us are stuck at home and you're wanting to do something. So a lot of us are baking and stuff like that. So I know that we should be cutting out some of that sugar and some of that white flour and all those things because it's just putting pounds on our hips and on our rear end, and we don't need to do that. But to help combat that is if you're drinking plenty of water. I was told through some of my fitness training that I've done over the years that you're supposed to try and consume half your body weight in ounces of water in a 24-hour period, and that will help flush out the fat cells and the toxins out of your system and help you feeling a lot more energized. As like I said, it flushes out your toxins in your cells and energizes your cells, energizes your body. You can hear him kind of creeping around. I thought he was coming in here to smile at you guys or something. Try and move your body for at least 30 minutes a day. I know that's kind of hard because a lot of us just want to curl up with a blanket on the couch because we're feeling down or depressed a little bit with all of this crazy stuff going on there. Hello, Janet. Thank you for jumping in there, girl. Nice to see you, smiling face. I know a lot of us are feeling down and depressed because we're all stuck at home. The weather here in Canada is starting to change around because we're going into a nice spring. And I know a lot of people are able to get out in their yards if they're not able to go out on the trails and stuff like that because they want to social distance with all this virus going on right now. So even just get out in your yard and get some sunshine and fresh air, that vitamin D from the sunshine, and hopefully we will make it past this thing soon because everybody is trying really hard. Yes, Janice. You've heard about the water too. Been trying to do that as well. The only thing with me, because I'm out in the vehicle driving around from place to place to see my clients and stuff like that, I have to time it right so that I can hit a bathroom maybe. So it's kind of hard to get all my water in a day. So yeah, you have to really watch that and try and monitor that. So do you realize that the proper amount of sleep can play a big part in the equation here with balance and nutrition and stuff? You have to remember that sleep is a big, huge part of it. And how many of you are feeling that right now? Feeling like you're not getting enough sleep, or you're still rushing around and trying to burn the candle at both ends? I know with some people that have never homeschooled before and now they have their children at home and they're trying to homeschool them and stuff. It's a big amount of things on their plate and they're trying to do too much. So maybe try and cut down the number of things you have on your to-do list, cut it down a little bit, and maybe you can all get through your list in a day and help your kiddos with their education as well. Like I said, don't try and burn the candle at both ends. Make a list and make it maybe a bit shorter. And even if you only accomplish one thing in the day, whether it's helping your kids online or maybe it's just making your bed. stating that there isn't enough hours in the day to get all the things done is sometimes wrong, because we are all given the same 24 hours in a day. We just have to learn how to. Hello, Lori. Thanks for jumping in here, girl. Appreciate it. We all have the same amount of hours in the day. We all have the same 24 hours. So if it's something that is important to you, you will make the time to get that, whatever it is, in your day scheduled in there. Hello, Susan. Thank you for jumping in. You will make time to get that whatever it is in your day, whether it's trying to work online on your computer, whether it's trying to get an exercise program in. And the best thing that I've found, and I've heard from other mentors and stuff, is to time block, to schedule in your time through the day and block out time for, maybe it's just time for yourself and your spouse. Maybe it's time for you to get that walk in. Maybe it's time for you to get up early enough in the morning to get a workout in. Whatever it is for you, whatever it is on your schedule, make sure you block out some time to do that special thing. Maybe it's to get out in the garden and plant some vegetables or flowers or whatever. Hello, Melanie. Thank you for jumping in. Nice to see everyone. Smiling faces today. Yeah, so time blocking has helped a lot of people manage their time. It makes our brain function better if we block out 20 or 30-minute segments, because our brain is able to compute that better than, okay, I'm going to do this for the next hour and I'm not going to have a break. And then your brain's like, oh my goodness, I need a break. So having that break in there, blocking out that time properly, helps to schedule everybody. So that is a tip that you can maybe take into your way of life and see if that helps for you. Try it out and see. It's really important for you to see this the schedule of your activities in a day. So if you want to put it up on a big planner on your wall or on your bulletin board or cork board or something like that, that's maybe a visual thing that you need to see to remind yourself of your schedule and schedule those activities in your day. Making schedules also keeps our brain in an orderly fashion. I know it's very, very hard here when everybody's kind of out of the loop because they're not going through the regular routine of maybe leaving the home to go to work, or maybe having their kids leave the home so that they can work at home. Time blocking helps with that, and scheduling your day out also helps with that. It's an example like when kids would be home from school, like on summer holidays, and they get out of the routine because they're not going to bed on time and they're not doing the same thing that they usually do. You're not, like I said, not going to bed on time, you're staying up late and you're eating marshmallows and s'mores by the fire. It's throwing everything out of the loop. So, for yourself, when you're trying to get them back on schedule, it's a pretty hard thing to do. So trying to keep ourselves on a schedule, especially in this time when it's so crazy and so chaotic out there, and we don't know how long this is going on for, and how long or when it's going to end. Trying to keep yourself in some kind of routine with a schedule. Like I said, plan it out on a calendar, a visual thing. If you're a visual person, I'm a visual person, I need to use that. Try and stay in the routine by having Zoom calls or messenger chats or virtual meeting with your friends or your family or your neighbors. Try and do that so that keeps some kind of normality in your life, and that you're actually seeing somebody's face and you're actually having a conversation for them. That's one thing that I've found so far has helped with all this chaos, and keeping some order in your life. Getting back to sleep, like I was talking about at the beginning, ensure you're getting enough sleep in your day. Be aware that your body produces cortisol. It's a hormone that's produced to wake yourself up in the morning, but it's also a hormone that is produced if you are in a fight or flight mode. So if that is happening to your body because you're feeling a lot of stress and anxiety right now over everything that's going on, that cortisol can be stored in belly fat around your belly. So we don't want to be doing that, and because we're also eating all that baked bread that my husband's making and stuff like that, I'm probably storing a lot of fat around my belly as well. But if we can try and keep that cortisol level in check by trying to not be in that stressed mindset, stressed state of mind, and running around, rushing around, and keeping yourself in a routine so that you go to get enough sleep. And like I said, the sleep when you're not sleeping, when you're waking up from sleep, oh my goodness, I can't keep my mind straight. When your body wants you to wake up, it produces cortisol to wake you up. If you're not having enough sleep, it throws off that balance in your system. And like I said, the cortisol levels. But you can also trick your body. You can alter your sleep patterns by turning off your cell phone at night and giving yourself at least an hour before you go to bed, turning off all your screens, not watching television just to try and pass out, but sleep to go to sleep with. Like I said, create that state of mindset of letting your body naturally produce the melatonin that will throw you into a sleep cycle. But you need that. Your body needs to see quiet, and your mind needs to see dark and quiet to help you get into that releasing the melatonin hormone so that you can actually get some sleep. So turn off your cell phone. Another good tip is to maybe put that cell phone in another room, because then you're not tempted to check a text message when it comes in the night, or check out an email and stuff. If it's actually physically in another room, in the bathroom or in the hall, on a desk on the hall or anything like that, then you actually physically have to get up to go and check it, or physically actually have to go get up if it's your alarm that wakes you up. If it's your alarm and you're saying, hey, wait, I got to have my phone by my bed because that's my alarm and that's how I wake up. No, you can have it turned up so that you will be able to hear it, and you will hear it in the bathroom or the other room close by, and it still will wake you up. So don't all panic that you need to have your telephone right beside you, your cell phone right beside you, because it's like your little teddy bear that you have to sleep with. No, you got to put it outside the room because it's too distracting. Right now in our lives, we have too many distractions that easily take us off task. Like I said, letting your brain relax so that you can settle down and go to sleep. If you're feeling stressed right now, ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. You are only one person and you can only do so much in a day. For example, if you're struggling with work and you're just not able to make the time commitment that whatever your boss has laid out, or a time commitment that maybe a mentor has laid out for you, start a conversation with that person. Tell them that I think these goals are unrealistic, or I need some help to reach that deadline for that project that we're working on. Communication is a huge thing to keep us on top of things, and let both sides of the party know exactly where you're coming in from. So if you're at home, like if you're not working out of the home, if you're working at home, you can ask your spouse or partner, or even your kids, if you have kids in the house, to help you out with some of these tasks that are maybe making you crazy, or something, the project that you want to get done is not getting done because they're interrupting you in your behavior. Like I said, going back to that schedule thing, scheduling, blocking out time so that you can get your projects done and they can get their projects done. That might be a suggestion to help you get through this. I know it's kind of hard to ask a friend to come and help you out right now with a virus going on, but you can go back to what I was saying before about the video chat or a conference. Just even have a cup of coffee with somebody, or a cup of tea, or whatever it is for you, maybe a glass of wine. That might be enough to just help you through your day and see things in a little bit different light. And maybe that's all you need, is just that person to be able to be that sounding board and get your mind off of circling the drain and going down the wrong path because you're just so stressed out and you don't feel like you're having a break from your family or from your husband or your spouse, whoever it is. So that might be a suggestion that might help you through this hard time. Your spouse can be a huge support, but you have to open those lines of communication again. Like I said, tell them, okay, if you're working at home, that okay, I need this time in this part of my day to work on my home-based business, if that's what you have, or it's a project that you're working on, and then you can trade your time with him or her as well. And then they can work on whatever project it is that they're working on. Or if you're homeschooling your kids, you're going to homeschool the kids and you're going to work on this task with them. You're going to do math with them, or you're going to do science with them. And then maybe he can do, or she can do the other subjects that maybe you struggle with. So blocking that out and sharing the work between the two of you, or sharing the work between your children and yourself. That can help maybe be a help in this time as well. You can also reach out for supports from some different groups that are on social media, whether it be if you're a brand new mom and you're struggling with your brand new baby, and you're feeling really down, and then you can't reach out and can't actually physically go somewhere and play with other moms and babies in the moms and baby group or anything like that, but you can reach out to them and discuss things on social media with them about what they are doing and what's working well for them. And then you can say what's working well for you or what you're struggling with, and you can chat with each other and hopefully reach a solution for what it is that you're struggling with. Take a step back and take a good hard look at where you want to go in life. I know right now with everything being so chaotic and wishy-washy, nobody knows how long this is going to go on for, or how long it's going to last. Having a struggle, though, doesn't mean that you are weak. It means that you are human, and that we, like I said, remember to ask for help before you start circling the drain, before everything starts going sideways. Reaching out to those people. I know just having a video chat with some of my friends that are on here right now has pulled me out of a really dark place. I have been a few times when we're not able to leave the home and stuff. All it takes is just to talk with some people and get my brain thinking in a different way. And thank you guys for doing that. And I hope that I'm a help to you when you are feeling that way too. So how about setting yourself up for the win? And that means getting out of your head, getting out of that ego space, pushing that fear to the curb. Why do we worry so much about what other people are thinking and feeling? And like I said, getting out of your head, and that's that ego that's taking over. It's taking control of your feelings, making you feeling anxious and depressed, making you not feel yourself, making you feel like you're not standing on a firm surface, and that you can't help anyone anymore. We have to set ourselves up for a win. So I'm going to share with you 5 tips here for the end of my conversation. It'll be a little bit of a review of some of the things that I brought up already. So 5. Oh, are you there? I think I went black for a second. Hydration. Like I said, try and drink half your body's weight in ounces of water in a day. Try, and number 2, maybe wake up half an hour or an hour before anybody else in the house is rustling about, and maybe get that special thing in for you, whatever it is for you, that you don't want to have to look at your phone or you look in your computer, anything like that. I know some people are journaling right now, journaling their thoughts about how this virus is affecting them. I know some people are doing that tapping, where you tap on different sites and it helps to calm your mind, calm your breathing. I know some people are trying meditation. Whatever it is for you, make sure you're doing that before you even start to throw your brain off into everybody else's business, because you always will put yourself on the back burner. You'll always help everybody else out, but you forget to help out yourself. Number 3, oh my goodness, number 3, try and give up something that's unhealthy for you. Even if it's for a day or a week or a month, try giving up some of that processed food maybe, or pop, soda for my friends that are in the United States. Canada, we call it pop. Fast food, processed food. Anyone can create a good habit if we just implement that plan. So if you get an idea, but you don't do anything with it, it's just going to be an idea. But if you get an idea and you implement it into a plan and take action on it, then it's actually going to be coming to fruition. It's actually going to, you're going to actually achieve something. So try that, getting number 3, getting rid of the sugar or processed food or white flour, whatever it is for you, and see how much better you'll feel by getting that water in and eating a little bit better. I know some people, it's a little bit hard for them to get out and get the proper groceries, but just do the best that you can. I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and he said that the best time to implement a new program is first thing in the morning when your brain is fresh. If you start doing things like that first thing in the morning, you will likely continue on, because your brain will be able to handle that new task, whatever it is. Number 4, remember to move your body for at least 30 minutes a day. You would be surprised, even when you don't feel like it, once you have done physical activity, your body will thank you for it. Your brain will say, hey, I've got now new oxygen into my lungs and up into my brain, and you'll feel that much better. So moving your body, you'll actually end up having more energy to make it through the day. And number 5, we all need to practice more gratitude in our lives. Practice your gratitude by maybe writing down in your journal, as I mentioned, 12 things in a day, repeating those things, beliefs that you have, like a little meditation or a little mantra, something to that effect. And that will help calm your mind, as well as try and organize and declutter. Even if it's only to make your bed in a day. Accomplish one goal in a day. I know when I was going through cancer treatment, my one goal in a day was to get up and get out of my pajamas and shower and get dressed, even if it was into some sweats or something like that. My one goal in the day was to make sure that I cleaned my body and changed my clothes, because a lot of us are getting in that rut right now where we're living in our pajamas, and that's not a healthy place to be in either. So hopefully you guys found some value in that. Pass it along to whoever you think can benefit from this. If you're jumping on here on the replay, let me know and I will get out to you after the fact. And thanks everyone who has jumped on here today. I didn't pull up some of your comments because I was getting distracted with them, but I sure appreciate everything that you guys are saying. So have the best rest of your day. I'm going to go out and drive in the country to go see somebody this afternoon. So for work, not just for fun, for work. And I will enjoy the drive, and then I'll get back to work, and we'll see some of you tonight on video. Okay, bye-bye.